Hello and welcome back here to NoobTalk number 3. As you can see, our system is up and running. However, it does not look that nice so far. It is still in a very small window. It is not scaled to the screen, and we also have to figure some other things out. So just for you, I'm going to resize the screencast now to the size of the machine, and then we'll continue. Hello and welcome here in the virtual machine. So as I said, we want to install the guest editions, which is a little piece of software which runs on the guest system. It doesn't matter if it's like a Linux system, or you can also install it on a Windows guest system, and it helps the interaction between the guest and the host system. So for example, the screen resizing and things like shared folders, shared clipboard, and those kind of stuff. So there are some really neat features with this. But first, we have a really fresh system, and unless you downloaded the system and installed it at the date of the release, there is probably going to be some kind of updates here. So we have to install updates. It's pretty straightforward. So we have to type in our password, and that's about it. After the updates are installed, we have to restart our virtual machine or computer, so we'll just do this right now. So, and here we are back. Updates installation of course takes a little bit longer for you because I'm cutting the video. For installing the guest editions, what you are supposed to do, or what is supposed to work, is you go to the menu of your virtual machine, which you cannot see right now because it's outside of the screencast. You go to Devices, Insert Guest Editions CD image, and this should then automatically appear in here. There it is, in your file manager, and then you should be able to run this. However, this does not really work out for Ubuntu or Lubuntu in general. The problem is that this little script here needs something else. It needs some other packages that it depends on, some other dependencies. So what we have to do is we have to install some software prior to installing the guest editions. How we do this is either going to System Tools and the Synaptic Package Manager, or the faster way is to hit Ctrl, Alt and T, or go to the menu and System Tools and go to either of the two terminals. So this is a terminal or command line. I'm going to make a video about the command line again, probably after this, because I can understand if that's really confusing. For right now, it's just the following commands that you have to type in and afterwards press enter. It's at first sudo apt-get update. For sudo, you have to enter your password, which is in our case 123456. And then you see some weird code running around. As I said, I'm going to explain this in a video later. So after some time, this is done, and after we are at the end, we can hit clear. That clears the window, and now we have to install dkms. So sudo apt-get install dkms. As I said, it might be really confusing, but I'll explain it. So do you want to continue? It checks with you if you want to download the 53 megabytes, and we type in a Y, which is also on a different location on this keyboard, and hit enter, and it starts downloading and installing the software. After this is done, we can clear the terminal again. It's not necessary, but it's a little bit neater. And now we can type in sudo reboot, which is just a fancy way of rebooting your virtual machine, and it's a little bit faster. After we rebooted the system, the new program should be properly loaded, and now we can load in the guest edition CD image. Oh well, it's probably already in here. Okay, there it is. Sorry for the little accident. And we have to run this. However, on Windows you could just go in here, right click, and you could select run as administrator. That's not really doesn't really work. In here we have to go to the terminal again. After we opened the terminal, we are going to change the directory, so cd to the VirtualBox Edition CD. So we go cd media NoobTalk and then VirtualBox Editions. So what I just did is I typed in the first two letters, V and B, and then I hit the tab key and then it just auto-completes it. It's a really handy way. So we are in this directory and now we go sudo a dot or a full stop period, whatever, and a slash, and then we type in VB, so VirtualBox, and then L, and we can autocomplete again. So VBoxLinuxAdditions.run. So period and the slash means to run this as with the sudo command as an administrator, or root in this case. As I said, I'm going to explain later. So after the little bit of code ran, we have to restart our system. So we can just type again sudo reboot. So, and once you restarted the system, you're going to recognize that it is in a bigger screen now. And now let's see what we can do. We can actually resize the screen, and the display is resizing with it. So that's really neat. And what you can also do, if you just want to be in the VirtualBox, you can hit the host key, which is on a Mac, for example, the command key, and on a Windows computer, I guess it is the Windows key. So the host system key and F, and then you are in full screen, which is kind of handy if you just want to work with your virtual machine. So this should probably not appear down there, but yeah. Here we are. And now you have installed guest editions. What you can do with that, that's a topic for another video. And I'm going to cover this probably after I talked a little bit about the terminal. So then, see you.